So, hello everyone. So, welcome you all. I welcome you all from on behalf of Swasti Yoga to you everyone for Global Yoga Festival 21-22. And this is I am Mansi Muke, and I am connected to Swasti for the last 2.5 years, and I am level 2 certified from Ayush Ministry, and currently pursuing again level 3. Now, Swasti Yoga Center again welcomes you all for this Global Yoga Festival, which was commenced by Vikas Chote sir and Shweta ma'am from August to celebrate the 75 years of long independence and launching a year-long celebration so that we can commemorate their way of giving freedom to us, and how much efforts they have taken in to do this. So we are celebrating that, and we will be having more than 8 categories, 50 plus topics, 75 plus programs or workshops, 50 plus speakers, and 30 plus countries would be there. So, and now going forward, I just want to let you know that let you know about the today's speaker. So today's speaker would be Sir Sharad Munde sir, and he will be speaking about. Welcome, sir. Welcome, very warm welcome to you from Swasti
Thank you.
Yoga family. Yes, sir. And to uh, tell everyone, he will be speaking to us about yoga from the diaries of Venezuela. This is a very exciting topic and a different one, I'm sure. Everyone is excited to hear all these things. So just going again into the session, I just want to give a brief introduction about Sharad sir. So recently in December 2020, he has completed tenure as a teacher of Indian cultures, that is TIC, in Embassy of India, Caracas, Venezuela, South American continent, and he was deputed by Indian Council for Cultural Relations, that is ICCR, New Delhi, Government of India. So here in Venezuela, under Embassy of India, Caracas, he propagated Yoga, Sanskrit, Vedas, and Hindi language in general culture aspect of India in Venezuela to thousands and thousands of people. So, and to give a little more brief about him, I just want to let you know that from I guess from next month, he next week, I guess, he will be uh, going to be the yoga instructor protocol yoga instructor protocol consultant with the YCB. So this is a very great thing. And next thing, he is gonna he will be also be currently working as a yoga instructor with MDNIY in New Delhi. So, and from next week he'll be joining Yoga Certification Board as consultant. So I seriously welcome Sharad Munde sir, and accept the give your wisdom and your experience and everything. And I'm sure to all the participants, and I also want everyone to invite their friends also to take a look how about all these things and experience are there. So I hand over the session to Sharad Munde Sirji. So please take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Mansi ji, and thank you, Swasti Yoga Center. My dear friend Vikas ji. Let us start with the Shanti mantra. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. So I would like to start with the video that is with that tricolor video, and how the love is the same, maybe in India or maybe in the Latin America. Just look at the video about the love of the yoga. Could you please play the video? Could you increase the sound? But the sound is low. Can you play starts music to production? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Well, this was a very much a kind of a sweet memory. And when I came to the Frankfurt airport in Germany, when I was returning after completion of my tenure, and I saw this video with my wife, and there were literally tears rolling down from my both of us eyes. And this was basically a surprise given by my students, and they did everything secretly, and it was something amazing. I can say the basic emotions of love, hatredness, anger, or wherever it may be. I met many of the people throughout the world, and they are the same throughout the world. So if you feel Venezuela, yes, the destiny of the beauty, the destiny land with the world richest oil resources, the land where people always try to enjoy their life. Yes, it has some problems, but no problem. Everywhere is more or less problem, but people over there feel how to enjoy the life, and that I found to learn from there. Something very different, amazing phenomena that I understood. So my journey started, if you go back, then it started in the 2070 basically. And before that, I met Mr. Vikas Chaudhary when both of us were deputed in different countries. I went to Cambodia, he went to Armenia. And then later on, it continued with the Indian Council for Cultural Relations. They deputed again through proper scrutiny to the Venezuela. I said it was a destined. Why? Because when I went to Cambodia, those embassy officials then again recalled me to Cambodia. But there was some things happened that no, someone male should be go to the Venezuela, and the lady was transferred from there to over there. She was not deputed that time, but it happened officially, and I was destined to be there in Venezuela only. So on 5th of April 2018, I reached over there. I missed one flight before going there from Delhi to New York, but you had to go there anyhow. So finally, I was there. Am I audible to all of you? Some messages are coming. Okay, thank you. So first thing I realized that when I told my family and friends, my friend told, "Oh, that is the land of beautiful ladies. Most of the beauty pageants are from that country." So I thought, oh, how it is possible? I mean, what is this their secret? And then later on realized many things. I will tell some of the experiences how people are there obsessed with the beauty, but not only the external, but also with the internal, and that's made them connecting with the yogic practices. That is a start of where I started. So it was a very something different part for me. I was not much aware about the Spanish language, and most of the people were speaking the Spanish language. Now, if you look geographically where it is situated, we Indians might heard about the West Indies cricket team. So it is in that area, Caribbean Sea, northern part of the Latin America. It is a kind of a crown of Latin America, and this is one of the most wealthiest country in the Latin America. As I told earlier, it has the world richest oil resources sources. So we were like filling the petrol or diesel like as absolutely as a free till 2020. And I never look at back my towards the car. Okay, what is the mileage of my car? And no, never go to the and do. So there are some amazing. This country is very much blessed with the natural resources. This country has a world biggest waterfall, highest waterfall, continuous waterfall, and it is about 858 meters height. It is called as Salto Anhel. And for your information, there is another Sanskrit name. This is a kind of ancient connection that is a tribal people given, and it is called as a Churu Meru. Now, this Meru in Sanskrit language we call as a Parvat. Now, little go back to the Mahabharata time period. So, at that time, it is said that Arjuna has a wife from the Latin America. Okay, there is another few more culture that Mayan people came to India. They built the Indraprastha temple palace in New Delhi at that time, Mahabharata time, and there were a lot of connections over there. So if you look ancient history, there are a lot of good connections over there. The Peru, the Mexican, on that side also. Till now, they do the Rama Sita festivals. And if you find the Nair surname, you will still find it Latin American countries. So we have an ancient connection with this Latin America. Over the period of time, there were some kind of things that came to over there. I will put some of the things like Spanish language transferred from the Europe to there, but like our small words like madre in Spanish and matru in Sanskrit, pitru in Sanskrit and Spanish, padre. So there were many such words you will find that are connecting each continent. So we are not separated. We are connected. So Venezuela helped me to connect by this way. Step by step, I was able to understand. And the problem was the language. Basically, I was not that much aware about the Spanish language. And yes, but I was connected, able to understand their body language. And that helped me to reconnect with them very much faster. And then whenever people say, Hola, Sharat, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? And then I was able to feel, initially I was like a blank face. No, what he said, but I was able to understand, okay, they are meeting me first time, they are greeting something. So by this way, I started capturing the language like a child, and along with them learn with the embassy. So I have a lot of volunteers over the period of time, over 2 years. And then we started another phenomenon called as a volunteerism. Considering the economic and the social status of the currently Venezuela, it has the world highest inflation. So our embassy officials decided, okay, let us go to have a free for all. so that all the level of people, maybe the poor people, maybe the middle, or maybe everyone will join these sessions, and they will take the benefit of these yogic practices for the what purpose? The Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, for the health, for the feast. They will also connect with us, and that we call as a diplomacy. So this was a part of the cultural diplomacy. Fortunately, I am the first person in our modern India time history to represent India culturally as a cultural diplomat in that country. And when I went there in 2019, we completed our 60 years of diplomatic relationship with that country. So we have very immense relationship with them. I will tell some more things and this kind of thing. Before going ahead, I would like to show one more video. Uh, Shwetamari ji, with the face over there. Could you please put the sound? Yeah, thank you. This is Caracas city. Please play.
فوق سماء السهر قام من داخل الأحلام مر الهوى وسرق النفس دمت وحيدا في أعماق القدر يا حياة كيف ابتدأت وأين النهاية ولما عدت وكيف أعشق الله لو ما عشقت النفس لكان دام الصراع بيني وبين نفسي وبين الله لا لم أكفر ولن أبرر ناره تشعل المياه ولولا النار ما نفع
So final dances are our 60-year diplomatic relationship, and this was an online program going on. Yeah, this was a beautiful picture. You can find me. And finally, it was a Holi, and this was the last session in the 17th. In 11th of March, and then online programs were going on. Okay, please have a pause. Thank you. So if you look all those videos, I would like to little bit revise and then we can go ahead. So first thing I would like to mention about the Caracas is a very beautiful city. It has, if you saw the first video, the mountain's height is about 2,800 meters. Then there is a Caribbean Sea, beautiful sea behind that one. It is a 40 kilometer from that one, and it is a very conducive weather for the yogic practices, I will say. And throughout the year, the temperature is around 25 or kind of degrees Celsius. So it is pleasant weather for everyone to stay there. And now it was a very different part for me initially being in the part of diplomatic category, and you have to be also deliver your things over there. So the day one, initially I started first, we in a very informally celebrated Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Jayanti in our study center over there. For your information, we have a Ayush information cell, and there is also Gandhi Shala in that one. So in that Ayush information, now I'm going to connect with the history of the yogic practices. So in modern time, that Ayush information cell is situated at Grand Fraternidad Universal, like a world peace brotherhood for the peace. So this is 74-year-old ashram. I'm saying ashram, and this a man came from French national from French nation, came to India, took sannyas, take the yogic practices, and he returned to the Venezuela. And then he established 74 years ago ashram, initiated a center over there. And over the period of time in this center, then he developed later on in other city in Maracay. And now that center has that institute has branches in 19 countries. You won't believe, they also celebrate Kumbh Mela every after 4 years. This year in next year they have in the Lima, that is the capital of Peru country. So this is a very best beautiful organization. They have maintained ashram. Can you show some slides? Initially I will tell. After the video, there is a big picture, a circular dome. So it was a kind of many people. There were not place to stay. If you look, the people are sitting very close to each other, and sometimes we have to tell people, okay, just sit and observe the practices. So there was a huge response in that one, and they are maintaining still now the vegetarian practices. The ashram is fully vegetarian. They have school. They have all the yoga teaching diplomas over there. Certification programs are going on. They have connection and tie-ups with the embassy also, and they are spreading the message of this health happiness through yogic practices. So they have published their books in Spanish language also. They have this Guru Shishya Parampara till now. So right now the third Guru, Guru Ghazi, is still alive, and he is more than 90 years old. So this one, but in capital city there are many other institutions that were propagated yogic practices. Many people, yoga masters, came to India. They have their own Venezuelan Yoga Association, but that is not much active. So we try to assemble them on the first third International Day of Yoga when it was my first in Venezuela. So more than 2,000 people assembled over there. Considering India's population, we need to think, okay, they are 100 times less. So that was a huge crowd. People have supported the yogic practices, and that was a very new journey started for me in that country. So always I try to motivate the people toward the yogic practices. So initially I connected with the yoga therapy also. In the last end of some classes, I started to give them therapy part. And very simple thing, if you look over there, is that people happiness. So first cultural barrier, what I found here, that I always doing the namaste, and the ladies are coming and trying to hug. So the Latin American people have that culture. Okay, they come and especially ladies, you a chick kiss. And it was initially for me kind of not to able to remove that obstacle initially. Then I realized, no, they are giving from the pure part of their heart, and they want to hug me. And okay, it took at least 2 to 3 months for me to remove that obstacle. And then I also become a part of a little bit Venezuelan culture. So this is the kind of a cultural exchange happens. And this is the understanding of our sharing our joy, love with each other. So later on, my wife also came, so she didn't have found any problem or kind of accepting their culture and spreading our culture also. So why these cultural exchanges happens? If you look the civilization of India, over the period of time, the culture has evolved. Many practices came to our thing. Like people, okay, now I put this one, the tika in front of the eye, in between eyebrows. So when we explain them that about this is the practices to stimulate our Ajna chakra, so we try to concentrate our energy. Okay, then they asked me, okay, teacher, there is another person who do not have this one. Okay, he might be maintaining his practice energy through the yogic practices. It does not mean everyone should put this one. But this was their curiosity about the Indian cultural practices. And this is the cultural exchanges happens. Yeah, like even simple body languages, okay, then when people try to do this one. So people, whenever they feel energetic, they want some energy, they are stressed, people try to hold this one. Then I told them, okay, this is holding the Linga Mudra. Do you know that? No. Then they were enlightened, they feel, okay, now we are connected with the Indian. How we connected with the Bharat? So there were many such things through which I try to remove the obstacle, and my basic aim was to take them towards the classical yogic practices. So people over there, most of them were understanding about the yogasan as a yoga. So it was I took the two-way steps. First one is to teach the teachers, improve their knowledge levels, and the another level is directly connect with the people. So initially it was a kind of a thing. I was, to live there, I have to be very much simple. I was very much simple living person. I mean, some instructions were there for me to live very much simple, so that you will not get any security threat. Being a person in the diplomatic category, so I was just with the t-shirt and a pajama or kind of a lower pant. So throughout the year, if you look my faces in the first video, I was sometimes with the beard, long hair, sometimes with the cut hair. So my look changed everything. I tried, not tried, but due to some situations, I had to do that. But I can't explain some of the things over here. So it was like a very much happening thing for my life. I went alone. I married here, coming back to India. It became two, and I got a child, and then I came three. So I got a lot of progress in Venezuela, I can say, as a family level. But at the yogic practices level, people are very much enthusiastic to learn. They are very much kind of, I say, okay, I will say the obsessed also. The obsessed because they feel that no, in a next life, we should be born in India. Such a kind of, some people have that kind of eagerness about the Indian spirituality, about the Indian food, about the Indian clothing, about the Indian architecture, the temples, whatever it may be. How people they can survive? Okay, they feel, oh, if you drive in India, you can drive in the whole world. This might be a sarcastic comment for us, but the other side, if you look, yeah, people are managing, people are trying to live in the santosha. People always, when we meet, people give some the talks of the philosophy. So it is inherited in our Indian or Bharatiya people that we have this over the period of time from our childhood. These are teachings. So these teachings were not there. So people are very much fascinated about this, about the Vedanta, about the about Sankhya Yoga, Jnana Yoga. All they want, the Jnana Yoga they want. People are trying to learn the Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. Now there are ISKCON temples. They also try to propagate not only the Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. They have the Pangat system. They serve the vegetarian food. Even I told people, I'm in front of you, a vegetarian guy. I'm still living in front of you. Why you are just begging for the non-vegetarian? If you look properly, scientifically, go scientifically. What are the nutritional values available in the food? Whatever the available in your country, and then it is very much cheaper comparing to these carnic products. Some of the experiments I've made with the people, and they feel very much lighter with the stomach. They feel very much good. So this helped to them to adjust in the economically problematic situations in their life. Simple yogic practices, if they are coming, they are very much happier. I will give one example from the barrios, that is called as the slums in Spanish. So it was told by the embassy, Sharad, there might be some security threats. Being a diplomat category, you have to think twice. I said, I don't have a problem. I'm not going to kill them. I'm going to make them happy. So why should I be fear? So it took 1 week, and after that, I just put all these things in front of them. I'm going to there. So they took me in the bulletproof van properly in front of the school, and then it was started a new journey. I'm putting why here that children were coming over there after 1 year. I asked them. I was going once a week over there on Saturday, and I asked them why you are coming to the classes. They said that we saw a little bit of violence in our slum, or sometimes shouting. And when I came here, I feel a little bit peaceful. I feel good and happy. And that was a simple. I still remember the name of the guy, Gabriel. So he said me like that, and that came till the words are in my mind. So it was a very different phenomena. There is an NGO called El Los Barrios. They always try to collect new teachers from different areas. There was every year, almost 2 years, I was continuously going over there. So later on, it felt that like I felt like a barriers person. I was walking with them in the slums, and once like incidents happened that a security person came and that this man is not speaking Spanish and someone. So these children came around me, they gathered around me, and they want to protect me. They shown that kind of a body language, and it showed me the gratitude towards whatever the yogic teaching they have learned. And the security person said okay, he checked my official passport and everything, and then he said okay, no problem. So I have a lot of problems, especially with the learning language. So there were volunteers to translate me, and they came forward. Some of them like Gladys Salazar, then Andres, and many more. So they become a kind of an integral part of a family. So I spread coming to the last point. I mean, last phase of my year, it was around 22 sessions in different places. I had to come embassy, then go back, come here and go there. So like this way, it was a kind of sometime embassy people are saying, are you sitting in the embassy or kind of you are just a moving man? I said that what could I do? Even in the last end, it happened that 7 days I was taking the classes. So my family, my wife is asking, are you going to give me some time or not? But yeah, she supported me a lot throughout the time, and she helped a lot. So if you look, there are a lot of institutions in the capital city, across the states. There are 23 states, and people love yogic practices. If you go Saturday and Sunday, they just carry yogasan mat, and they are going to some parks or kind of thing. The yogic, very few now India best trained teachers, they have started morning 5 o'clock. Amadev is one of the yoga teacher who started 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning, and then other people also started, but their general timing is like a 10 o'clock they start. Even in the weekdays, they also start by 10 o'clock in the morning. In the evening, they also just the classes are going on. There are studios. There are few temples, like ISKCON, 3 temples are there. One is the Shiva temple. Now come to this Shiva temple. They have a very beautiful aesthetic way. The Shiva Linga is maintained about the mercury. Around, you can say more than around more than 500 kg mercury Shivaling is there. And that is a very much blessed place too for the meditative practices. I started to do a lot of experiments over there because there were amazing vibes. If you saw one of the photos, there was written Om Namah Shivaya in Devanagari, and there was another side. So they made a kind of a lot of things. They have started another new Vedic tradition center in Ecuador country and Argentina. They have also a lot of branches. I started first yogic practices and then the Sanskrit. Now my job was not just in yogic practices. My job was also to propagate Sanskrit. So fundamentally, I had to tell them, okay, do you know write how to 0? Do you know how to write 1? How to write 2? They said yes. See, and then I started to try to teach the alphabets, Sanskrit alphabets from this 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. I created another new way from my side, and this was my first Sanskrit teaching because I'm a pharmacist management guy. So I never thought that I will be a yoga professional, but it came out of my passion. So like this way, we started wherever we go. We started the first yoga classes. Then again, we introduced Hindi classes also. Now I would like to put one song also in front of you. How the students in the last International Day of Yoga, they presented a Yoga Geet that was released by our Ayush Ministry. And the title of this lyrics of this song is Tanamana Jeevan Chalo Savare Yoga Marga Apnaye. Could you please play it? This is an orange template, initial template.
Karika Sansaya Savinitaye.
Thank you. So this was a very much kind of again surprise they gave me, because I thought to make it happen in 2019, but it wasn't happened because of the changes in the circumstances over there. And it was a very much surprise. But before that, they also sang the Vaishnava Janato song. So right now I have video of the students from Grand Pratina Universal, where the Gandhi Shala is situated. But yes, we made a live programs over there with the vice foreign ministers and in front of the other ministers, and they appreciated about this one. This was something different. I had to be in another job. And if you, I will say, like the people over there are very much frankly, like one of the minister, foreign minister, His Excellency Senor Ruben Doren Molina. When I met him, and in Spanish, they, when you meet someone, they say the greeting, "How are you?" And then you say, "Okay, I'm soy fino, todo fino." And but there is an exclamatory, like a kind of a chévere. So this is very much special Venezuelan word, chévere. And then I said, further on the higher level, I said, okay. I said, chévere kambur. And he was so much laughing at me, and he hugged me very tightly, because that was the word when he was young, and during his young generation, this kind of expression was used. So it was a kind of a very warm-hearted people are there. Not only the minister, but in general common man. Like us in India, if someone asks, okay, road address where we have to go, but you have to ask in Spanish, not in English. So they will say, okay, you have to go like this way, like this way. So these are the very common things. Like another thing, if you look common things, if I do not open my mouth, I'm a Venezuelan. If you understand this thing, I like most of people have our like hairs like black hairs, or the skin color is like the same, or more or less. Around 50% population is from the Europe, that is migrated. There are tribals also there, which are from that country, and but you will be a kind of matching man with them. Very good kind of thing. Regarding that, I will say that yes, you need to find, and you have to be very much kind of say take a lot of efforts to find a vegetarian restaurant, because the majority of people they have staple food, non-vegetarian products. So whenever we were going to restaurants, yeah, we have salad favorite. So to taste our Jawar Bhakri Maharashtrian food, I started little bit eating pizza, which I never to be eat in India. So this was a very different phenomena happened with me. But yes, yes, people try to eat. Then we introduce the Mitahar and the other diet workshop in their classes, how to sit on the ground, and then how to eat it properly, understanding the chewing process, how to eat drinking process. Some Ayurveda topics I have taken many times in the classes. The beauty tips. Now, what I told you earlier, the country was amazed with the beauty thing. So I told them small tips from the Ayurveda, and when they practice for 1 year, a week, then next week I was asking them, how do you feel? Teacher, you are very much amazing. We want much more, many more. And this was a very sensible response from them. And then we started more things. Now, being a cultural teacher of Indian culture, I represented some of the many cultural facts. Whichever Indian festival is coming, okay, we celebrate it in a small stage, or a very smaller way, considering the aspects of the our cultural things, why we celebrate in different times and kind of thing. What is the rationality, how we are connected with the nature? Like our Indian New Year starts in the April, when the new blossoming starts, new leaves starts to the leaves. So there are different ways I explored throughout the 2 years. And if you look, you find a book, very good book, to know about the Latin America or North America in the ancient time. Just go through the Hindu America, that is wrote in the 1940s by Dr. Chaman Lal. It was in 1960, our second president gave the preface to that book. And this is a total book about the historical, archaeological evidences. They have collected all these, Dr. Chaman Lal, at that time. And even his book was banned at that time by the Britishers. His passport was cancelled. Earlier, he got the passport to roam throughout the world. But after publishing, yeah. But yes, there are very kind of a connections, good archaeological facts you will find that in that book, and it will help to connect not only the South America but also North America. So diet is about this, the fooding and the clothing style. Yes, it is more or less modern, but in the coastal area you'll find the like as a Goa or other kind of clothing style. People in the classes, they when they feel when you do Ashtanga series, they feel heat, they will remove the clothes, whatever they needed, but they will follow it sincerely and very eagerly. I mean, you won't believe that you can take inspiration from some of the yoga sadhaks over there. So people follow that one. They follow the Ekadashi. They follow the vegetarian diet. They follow the yogic practices, the yama niyama. They try to inculcate in their life, and that is a very much. It is a very much small portion, but yes, the seeding process is already started. There are some generations which came through the bhakti generation. I saw some small children wearing the dhoti on the Ekadashi time. We did bhajan with them in the temple. So it was a kind of a bhakti. They do the karma yoga seva. They offer food every week, around 300 plates or 400 plates free of cost to the needy people. So there are different schools. They are propagating the yogi practices over there. And if you look, whatever embassy tries to promote as much as possible over there, Indian cultural fact, there are some cultural festivals, or we participate, we promote our Indian dances. Then in the end, I started even the Garba dance practices to them on the online mode. So even during COVID times, a lot of online programs we held to reduce the stress. There was 7 days different program series in the third International Day of Yoga. I felt not to connect with the VIP persons over there, but yes, common man too. And still the barriers, that slum area, the kids, I still have their place in my heart. And I felt that yes, we'll go one day definitely to my baby's birthplace and try to connect with these people. Till now, there are some online programs are going on. Some things are happening. Yeah, there are some special moments that happened over there, and still I can't forget because these are very experienced. One moment I will share. There is their petroleum ministry recreation park, and that park has only one peacock. And before my marriage, I still remember the peacock was, or whenever we are doing meditation, he was coming to us. Even he was roaming between the people, and people even they were accepting it, loving it. It was very different phenomena. And something there were some programs we conducted for the old age special kids, that there was a school in front of embassy, and there was an amazing response from them. Even the other lady was trying to tell the director, oh no, that is religious for yogi practices, and they have some problems with them. They quarrel with each other, but the director was telling that our students, these special kids with the very deformities, mental or physical, they are improving, they are increasing their senses, they are increasing their grasping power, they are not that much irritating. And this was something I was trying to propagate, that no, yoga is not related to any religion. And they understood that this kind of thing. If you look nowadays, we have this 177 nations have ratified this International Day of Yoga proposal. It shows that the acceptance of yogic practices throughout the world. There are a lot of challenges that came to me, but yeah, I can't say everything over here because we have a lot of restrictions. Because he has given less time, and even I am not able to show all of the photos. There are a lot of photos and videos, but if you follow the Instagram or Facebook page, you will get many of the things. Today even I put a video how we returned over there and how we got a very surprise welcome at my home. Even I didn't told my at my home that no, I'm going to come, but my brother got the information, and but that was a very amazing video. I made a kind of a thing. And yes, it was very long from my house. It takes at least 23 hours. Flight time is 23 hours. So at least 3 days, it takes minimum 2 to 3 days. It takes to reach to the Venezuela, maybe through the North America, USA, or you can go through the Turkey, or through France, or through Germany. So at least there is no direct flight to this country. And yes, a lot of things are there to enjoy: the beaches, the mountains. We did a lot of trekking. We went to the beaches also. And being my wife always supportive, and even my kid was also kind of supportive to roam everywhere. So we went for trekking about 26 kilometers. He was when he was only just 5 months old in that Mount Avila. And this is a very blessed city, this country. You will find everything over there. Yeah, amazing fact. Like as I told earlier, that we were taking the gasoline free of cost. You have a lot of scope over there to develop yogic practices. People are very much cheerful, enthusiastic to learn, and yes, a lot of scope to develop many things. We India has a lot of strong relationship with that country. Many of the people follow the Indian spirituality. They follow the masters. Still, they do some online programs with me or any other masters, and they always feel yes, they should come definitely in their life. At least they should visit the India to whatever. I mean, you will realize that when you go to the abroad, you will realize the value of Bharat. You'll understand this concept, the gravity. But you should at least live for at least 2 months minimum, because initially we go for tourism. Okay, we see that thing. Okay, we are going to understand the deeperness, the depthness of our country. The you don't find, because these things to come in your blood, in your genes, it takes thousands of years, and we are very much blessed, the Indian people, that you got that such kind of thing. So I will say yes, Venezuela, we made it very in a different way. It was a first time experience. Now there is a lot of demand for the yogic practices over there, and yes, people are still happy with the yogic practices. I mean, I have to change a lot of time plans when I made mindset. Okay, I have to make this plan. Okay, but when I see the people faces, okay, come to again stress management, make them little bit more relaxed, make them more energetic. So I have to change a lot of things and everything. I have to move from one time to one place to another place. People were helping, they were coming with the securities and kind of thing, being in a diplomatic category. And there were no other Indian teacher in the whole country. Around only 40 people are still now over there, 40 families, no, 40 people, sorry, in that country right now residing over there. And they are very much happy, no problem. They are living very much well. We have our Indian companies. Even one of the slide I shown, it is about the ONGC Videsh company we have over there. But yeah, they people also invited to have yogic practices. And I would like to mention one thing, if you that is not mentioned in the records of even the embassy. Professor Mishra ji from Delhi, retired professor from Delhi University, he was felicitated at that time in 2006 by the His Excellency Pope of the Vatican City for his contribution toward the Sanskrit language. Dr. Keshav Bhatt, he lived his whole life over there. He propagated yoga and Ayurveda. He wrote some books in the Spanish language. Yes, people are trying to get more oriented about the new yogi practices. They want higher practices. They want to learn Sanskrit. They want to understand the Indian culture. You will find these agarbatti or sticks in the market. You'll find some made in India clothes. Even I take made in Bangladesh clothes, made in India clothes from there. Even I was taking the souvenir of the Venezuela, purchasing the T-shirt, and it was written on that one, made in India, the T-shirt. So you can find the richness of that our country is spreading over throughout the not only Venezuela but throughout the world. The video, if you saw first video, I would like to request again, show that video about the Hindi song Vaishnav Janato, just as 10 to 15 seconds. Then I will request another video, and then I will put some elaborative points over there.
Thank you.
for your information, these students learned online during the lockdown, and they sung it very well on the occasion of our 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji. And yeah, you'll find some of the pictures or the wall paintings of Mahatma Gandhi on the streets of the Caracas city or in other cities also. And yes, there are a lot of things to share with you, but in this small time I can't put all the things. Can you put the second video with my flyer? I will show some of the pictures, and just try to pause when I say.
فوق سماء السهر قام من داخل الأحلام مر الهوى وسرق النفس دمت وحيدا في أعماق القدر
So this was a Petare in Barrier slum. This was in the slum area, and this was a very small part. And if you look my dressing, it is very much simple. Please play. The kids have grown over the period of time. This was the generative practices for the teachers. This is in their foreign ministry. Yeah, please play.
يا حياة كيف ابتدأت
This was the biggest venue for
وأين
me. Every week
النهاية
around more than 200 people were coming for the yoga classes. Then I mentioned put some therapy programs over there. Video change. Yeah, this is the Grand Ferdinand Universal. This was teacher training program for them. This is another place. This was one of the oldest ladies. She was coming to my yoga classes, and she wanted to just share the happiness with them. I mean, she was not able to do a lot of asanas, but yes, she was enjoying that there is a community, people are coming and enjoying for the peace. I do not have, I carried some jalneti pots, but that were not available over there. Then we made some jugaad to have some neti pots over there. So this was the time, this was their international tourism festival. We put our Indian embassy stall over there. And this was Mount Avila on the backdrop. If you look, that is very much beautiful. This was a ONGC staff who invited for the yoga program, ONGC Videsh Limited. Thank you. And once I can put that tricolor flag side with the sound. That song is called as a Vive Venezuela, means long live Venezuela. And that song has always a kind of a special place in my heart, being the music or the photo memories attached with that one. It makes a very difference. So we celebrated this. This was a Women's Day celebration over there with some yogic practices. And the birthday celebration they did very different way. It was very much surprise. Yeah, please play with the sound. The sound is not coming. These are the special kids.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, over to you, Mansi ji.
Sir, I guess Sharad sir wants to say something and he's mute right now. So, sir, you are
Sir, you
unmute.
are- yeah.
Yeah. So we
I
cannot
said
hear
that.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. They have mentioned a quote over there, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It is taken from the Maha Upanishad, and it is said like that: Ayam nijam param vayati gananam lagu chetasam udara charitanam tu lagu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. And this one, we said that, oh, this is not mine, or that one I take from you, or that kind of thing. This is a wonderful sharing what I felt as a family. And some of students are there. And buenos días para todos. Namaste a todos. Feliz día para todos. And it's a kind of a family for me, another over there. And thank you.
Yeah, we would
Neetaji,
love to
for
have
sharing this
them. They
platform.
can unmute themselves.
Yeah. Thank you. Namaste.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. That was really beautiful session. And one line I just liked it very much, and everyone I am sure. Tanman Jivan Chalo Savare Yog Marg Banaye. It is a really indeed beautiful line they have written. And I felt really great when they were singing Vaishnav Janto and small kids, and they were singing so happily. Very cute. So indeed, this was really great job and really inspiring for the youth who are looking forward to spread yoga as a profession, and not profession but want to spread yoga abroad also. As you mentioned that there is a need, people are looking forward towards yoga, they want to learn, but they don't know how to climb that, how to move on that path ahead. So you definitely showed some light that yes, it can be done, and it can be done very beautifully and with so much of happiness. So today you shared very, your glimpse of your life really inspired of us all. And So yes, I very important thing I noticed that the small youth also, they were participating in that, and then teachers also, neti and everything, they want to do, and they were doing it. So it's really spreading beyond the boundaries. Like this is, as you also mentioned, that you are the first of your kind that you're doing this. So thank you for giving this light. And I was just asking that how to do this, and how you have done this, but you definitely answered. And just to give some light that every one of us, all the youth, can connect through it. So I just want you to unmute for a little while more and give that really small path or a takeaway message that yes, you can do it. And then I'll be sharing few feedback with you, which is in our chat window. I'll be discussing it you and telling you how everyone have said. So please unmute yourself and just give the small light, or with regard to the time, please share the inspiring quote with us, your takeaway message. Sir, please unmute yourself.
I said,
Yes.
was that for me or for the students?
Sir, it was for you. That definitely, it was very inspiring for us. And I just asked you that yes, you showed the path that after being there, it is really how it can be done after reaching over there. But plus just give a glimpse that how we can move forward from here to build that path, that okay, we have to go overseas, there is a
Taraji,
need for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir
they
will say it
want to
more
be
Yeah,
clearly.
then,
yoga teachers in Indian Embassy. Please share them the track.
Okay, towards going to embassy, I understood that you want to go through the ICCR way,
Yeah.
through the embassy way. Is it?
Yeah, for everyone, yes, definitely.
So from Indian people who, and even from the Venezuela, yes, you can also join as a yoga teacher in Venezuela,
Okay.
provided if the embassy opens the vacancy over there, because right nowadays many countries, they are opening, they have opened for the local teachers also, embassy place. Now for us is like you need to be kind of a from YCB, at least yoga teacher and evaluator, try to do the masters, because there are a lot of people, Indian teachers are there who are in the pipeline to go ahead. You need at least a 5 years of experience. Yeah,
Okay.
you should leave yogic practices. That is the first thing. You should leave yoga as a lifestyle on your own, because that whenever you go, it reverberates from your heart, it reverberates from your actions, and that should happen at that level. Then and then it is a mind of message that goes towards them. Yes, then you can go ahead. Now this one is by the government way. There is another way, that private. Yeah, if anybody want to go there, let me know. I will ask the students. Yeah, you can go there, but you should be a little bit skillful about the Spanish language. You should be a kind of a man with the courage that I can stay in any conditions, no problem. Yes, you are welcome to the Venezuela or any other country. I mean, I will say that try to understand the being a human. First, be a human being, and then you can reach towards the people. Technical skills are required. Language, okay, your presentations. Maybe nowadays you can also go through the online programs also, but you need that kind of a technicality over there. Networking. If you're going by a private way, yeah, you should have definitely a passport. If you're going physically,
Okay.
the things are
Thank
there.
you so
The
much.
world is waiting for you. I can say in short, for the yogic
Yes.
practices. It is you, how you go and present, and how you share the joy, not just only for the commercial purpose, just how you can share this welfare activity for the whole world to make them as a one our family.
Okay, very beautiful, sir. Thank you so much. And as you said that you have a way of living, simple living, high thinking. And one example you gave, that one person was holding his fist like this, and then you suggested that yes, you want to, do linga mudra you are doing. So you made a connection of our Indian culture plus our yogic tradition with how they can also correlate with them with their energies. So it is a overall a very beautiful thing, sir. You shared these experiences with all of us. So after I'll just open some of our chat windows, and who has thanked you from the bottom of their heart. I just want to take their names and what experience they had during the session, because it is really so one DP. I just don't know the name. It is wow, beautiful. And then after looking the first video, myself said that it is really beautiful indeed. So that was from me. And just a minute. Yeah, Renu Sinha, Sharat sir, good evening. Admire your amazing and simple way of teaching yogic practices. Thank you so much for your support. So again, great sir. So I'm just reading the main parts. Yeah. So Manjari Kantak, great, wonderful yogic activities with great participation. These are really inspiring things for all of us, and very nice. Same. Preeti Rane, so cute for the Vaishnav Janto song. She wrote so cute. And then Datta Paude, he said amazing sir. And then very nice, great sir, great. Everyone is congratulating you. Then one is I guess she's your student, or
Yeah, there are
yeah,
some Spanish
Kareem.
students. They came.
Yeah.
Then,
Kareem
and
Kolibri, is she your student? So she said, Dhanyavada, Maestro Sharad, UD, and rest I cannot read.
okay, I will translate for you. It's like a Dhanyavada, Maestro Sharad, ud siempre está en nuestros corazones. Master Sharad, you are always in our hearts. Dios lo bendiga. God bless you. Om Namah Shivaya.
Oh,
Shevere
Om
Kambur.
Namah Shivaya, yeah, right.
Shevere Kambur is an exciting expression that I am very much happy and good.
Yes.
And yes, then she also
Pranjakta
gave us
Bharani. Okay.
salutations
Yes, sir.
to me.
Yes,
So,
sir. And yeah, you read it out, sir. It's for you only.
oh no. Then Antonia, she was a Sanskrit and Hindi student. El mejor profesor de yoga que he conocido. He is a very good teacher that I know. Congratulations. And yeah, now
Yeah.
I'm able to little bit understand, read the Spanish.
Great, sir. Great.
I mean,
Great.
there
So,
are still students, they are following the Hindi classes, they are coming together. Some are trying to learn from the YouTube. I'm also trying to plan some books to write at basic level in Sanskrit, Spanish level. Still, it is not able to achieve. Yeah, many things are in the pipeline. But yes, they have a very strong eagerness. Mumukshatva is there within their heart.
so very nice, very beautiful, sir. And finally, one is you are a true inspiration. That's a true thing. So with this, I just hand over this session to Shweta ma'am and Vikas Chuthe sir, and they'll do the next felicitation.
Yes, wonderfully conducted by Mansi ji, as always, and our dearest friend, colleague, inspiration, Sharat ji. You have made us proud. You have always been making us proud, but through you, we could see the great work that you have been carrying out. We could visit Venezuela, meet the people, the wonderful places over there, and everything was really fabulous and wonderful. So I hope this inspiration motivates everyone.
You are always welcome.
Absolutely, and yeah, maybe someday.
Definitely, I would like to mention one thing.
We all will be there in Venezuela having such
Yeah.
kind of a program with all the people in Venezuela.
I would like to mention one thing that right now a PhD student, she is a diplomat also. From her ministry, she is right now present in our class. His Excellency Maria Gomez, she is the first secretary in the foreign ministry. She is also right now pursuing the PhD on impact of Indian culture on the Latin America.
Wow.
I think we all have to be proud about this. Yes, Mankim ji, you would like to share something?
Namaste, Sharad ji. I would sum in, I think, 3 sentences. Namaste. First of all, you were the true ambassador of India. That is number 1. Second is you won over lots of hearts. And third is आपने असंख्य तन मन और जीवन सवारे वहां जाके.
It was
Yeah.
a kind of blessings of the masters, and they gave the responsibility to share this yogic knowledge ahead. Till now, I'm okay, but I don't know what happens in the future.
Yeah,
It is
amazing.
going to be there, definitely.
Yeah, I do feel.
So your student Maria Gomez, Joe Gomez, she has written hello to everyone and namaste. I just like everyone just wave her and thank you for hosting me in this wonderful country. She also wrote this. Thank you, Maria ji. So it was great having you over here. So everything, it was a very beautiful evening and we all were speechless throughout the session and we got to see many new things in this session, and it was overall a different kind of session plus interactive one. So looking forward for more of this. And sir also has started this with under the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, so that everyone in the world could be joined through the yoga with the knowledge of yoga, and everyone could gain the knowledge and wisdom. So Hari Om Tat Sat. Yeah, it's really great. So do follow us on Facebook and also on Instagram. So for next session, again, last thanks to Sharad Munde Sirji. It was a fabulous, session. And now moving on ahead, will be next Saturday will be taken by Rashmi Arora. She'll be taking yogic breathing for technical professional, tech professionals. So again, this is very important. Who all are working, so should join, and who are not working and have someone in their family who is working and just make stress in their life, just join in. Okay, that will be great for them. So signing off, and thank you everyone for joining in. Do join
Thank
us
you so
on
much.
Instagram. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you so much. On
Let us
Instagram.
end with the Shanti mantra. Sarve Bhavantu
Yeah,
Sukhino.
sure. Definitely.
Om. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhave. Ma kaschid dukha bhag bhave. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sarvabhyo Namo Namah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Gracias. Bye bye.